Hello, artists everywhere, and welcome to Bootcamp Day 11. This is February 11th, and here is the schedule. Today on tap is Freestyle, where the prompt for me is superheroes, but you can do whatever you like, draw whatever you like. So get your pencil and paper, open up that drawing, painting program, whatever you're choosing, and let's rock out for about an hour, drawing whatever we like, what we can think of. Let's see what we've got. So with superheroes, I did these gestures of superheroes. Superman would more likely pose like this, Spider-Man more like this, and Batman. I think this is like the Dark Knight cover. And I was like, wow, I just totally ripped them off. But why we do gestures is to get out ideas. And sometimes your first ideas are usually stuff that you've already seen. And sometimes you got to work those out before moving on to, more original ideas. Or you can combine two ideas together. It's just a quick way to ideate. But let's get started. I'm just going to be drawing whatever I wish today. And you can feel free to do the same. So superheroes. Again, I was a comic book reader. I think I started when I was something like 14. And I bought my first comic at a B. Dalton, a bookstore that I don't even know if it exists anymore. But my brother is a big fantasy science fiction reader. And so we were in there looking for books for him, and I just saw a rack of comics. And I can't even remember what the comic was. But I liked it. And being a drawer, an artist as a kid, it just, words and pictures, it's a thing for me, words and pictures. So I would read the comic and then try to break down how they did it. I think one of my favorites was John Byrne doing the X-Men. But during the 90s, there were so many artists that were just amazing to me. And I became an X-Men fan. The international cast, not so much the OGs, the Cyclops or Jean Grey, but the Wolverine, Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler lineup. Those guys were just amazing. So, and the 90s were a great time to be a comic fan, because it was weird too, because there were like foil covers, and they got kind of over the top with some of the covers, laminates and gold ink and silver ink, and you're like, can I just get at the time it got big into speculation. People were buying them just to hold on to them to sell them later. It's very weird. I just wanted to read them. It's like toys. I'm like, why would I buy a toy if I can't play with it? I have a friend, Chris. Shout out to Chris. And he loves to get toys, but he doesn't open the package. I'm like, why? I want to play with it. If I get a toy, I want to play with it. You know, what good does it do me in the box? But everybody's different, you know. I will respect his decision. I would have ripped those suckers open. Been on the floor, just moving them around. Man. But that's just me. Everybody can do what they wish, right? Too much. Just a little cleanup. I'm so sad that there still isn't a good Superman video game. So sad. I mean, Batman got his. Spider-Man gets his, but no Superman? How dare they? The big blue Boy Scout. I'm not really intending this to be Superman. I'm just drawing whatever, but I don't know. What else can I take from this? I kind of like the fluidness of that one. That one looks good to me. But this one also. Just the dramatic. So why not? Go to this layer. Let's duplicate it. Duplicate layer. And then M. And let's get rid of these guys. D for Command D to deselect. And then the lasso. fade it back. I think I have this eraser on 20%. So it's not going to take all of it. All right, so I have to go over it again and again. But it's good to knock it back. Just knock it back. I don't know exactly what this will become. He feels like a wolf man to me or something. But is that the way I'm going to go? I just don't know, man. I just don't know. It's like he's howling at the moon. When a wolf man, his feet are starting to turn. Or something. Or something. What does that be doing? Would it be something like... He's got the claws. He's got the claws out. Just howling at the moon. Or something. I don't know. I often make incomplete stories about whatever I'm drawing. And then I move on to whatever's next. But sometimes a story will be too good to abandon. And you'll incorporate it somewhere. You don't know exactly where, but it's like, I want to put this somewhere. This is too good. See, I don't know if I want to go with a muzzle. Extend this out a little. Or should you go full wolf face? Again, I don't know. Indecisiveness. I don't know. I don't know. What else we got? Wolfie. I think I want to do this guy. How about, yeah, there. How about we go to that layer? That's the first thing. I don't want the arms like this anymore. But what to do with them? We can nap down. We could do it. We could have them crossed. What do we want to do? I don't know. I'm so indecisive today. I don't know. Maybe this would be too static. Maybe this. Maybe this would be a better. Maybe. Until I change my mind again. I don't know. It's just an indecisive day for me. Too stern. A superhero should be pleasant. Well, I guess Batman's not pleasant at all. Childhood trauma and all that. Let's get these crossed arms out of here. Get them out of here. Let's. Wait, what is this? Do-do-do. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just drawing. Let's see. What do we want to do? Do we want to see if we can add a little color? Let's see. Should we do a grayish first? Let's see. And of course, let's put this under. There we go. Let's put some warm-up brow. No. And let's go for a steely gray. And for his armbands. Turn that up. Just turn it up to full strength erasing. Anything else? Let's see. Ah, yes. Chibi Goku. Anything? Well, let's try to fix. Let's do this. Let's do this. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Slightly just a bit too much for my taste. I forgot what his staff was called. But it's the one that could extend. Because Goku was based off of Sun Wukong. Or Son Goku. The Monkey King, right? So he has the staff that extends. And of course, in the cloud that he rides on. Let's see. Now let's look. Okay, so OG, original Goku, GB Goku, had the blue key with a white. No, it was I thought it was like a pink or a red around his waist. He had the tail. I forgot the tail. You can't forget the tail. And his little shoes. But his hair just wasn't as iconic as this hair, right? This evolved into this. So you have to have his iconic hair, which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 on this side. Is that the standard that he went with in the end? Yeah, more or less. And then it blows back when he becomes Super Saiyan. So, and he didn't have the iconic baggy pants full you know, all these folds. It was much simpler. The evolution. And this normally happens, right? When you're making something and you draw it for years and years, it'll evolve into just it evolves as you evolve. You become a better artist, and I think that's the cool part about art. As you get better, your art can change and shift. Other influences can be added because you're always going to be continuing to look at cool stuff, right? Shoes would be like this. I think it was based off of, well, the two influences that I believe were Sun Wukong and karate films, I believe. Because he has those cute little karate shoes. Yeah, let's fix that hair. Okay, so it was like 4, right? I got 1. And then 3 on the other side, correct? It's like, something like that, right? And the tail, come on. I need that tail. You gotta get that tail in there. Now, let's see. Let's try to clean some of this up. Readjust some things, clean it up, you know. Okay, so hold on. Let's slightly reposition the nose. Let's move this slightly. How many bangs does he have in the front? So it's like 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? 1, 2, well, maybe 4. Between 3 and 4. Usually one about here. Do you have armbands? Yes, he does. Of course he does. He's Goku. What's wrong with you? Let's fade back some of these construction lines just to clean them up a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, I think we've got Chibi Goku. He has a holder, right, for his staff, I believe. I don't like that being so close to his face. Shall we put some colors on him? Shall we? Let's see. Okay. It's a smart thing to name your layers. I didn't do this for this because it's just me goofing. Call that colors. Maybe adjust him a little bit. Let's lasso tool. Just scooch him on down. Good. Select. Let's see. Where do we want to start? How about from the top? No, I am not a Photoshop master. I usually do colors by hand, and I like to get better at digital. I'm not there yet, but we'll get there, right? There's so much to learn about everything. You gotta include his tail. Okay. So let's see. Should we make it a gray? A stronger gray? And for colors, let's do this. Okay. No. Go to the colors layer. Let that be a lesson. Let that be a lesson to all of you. Where should we start? Let's start with a fleshy, warm pink color. I don't know, maybe a little darker. Let's take a look. I don't know. It's like, I have a hard time picking colors in computer. You wouldn't even know. You don't even know. Because in paints, once you pick a color, that color's that color. But in computer, there's almost limitless colors. And for some reason, I just cannot pick colors. I always go, I don't like that color. But a brown in watercolor is just brown. It's like, come on. Oh, maybe I'm just indecisive always. His tail is... And what else? I think his gi is blue, like a darker blue, I believe. And I thought his shoes and gi were the same color. But it was always done in black and white mostly. Well, the comic was. Only in the show. And some of the splash pages had color, which were always nicely done. Akira Toriyama. What else? I think his rope is brown too. What made that? And I thought this was white, or was it red? I can't quite remember. But maybe let's see if a red will suit him. Because I don't know. Maybe, but I can't be sure. I like it, so I'll leave it. What else? He has to have the whites of his eyes, right? But it can't be white. It has to be a slightly off-white. Maybe too much. Let's do slightly. Put it inside of his mouth. And a pinkish for the tongue. What else? His hair is black, but I usually make it a dark color. Just because I think black kind of decreases the vibrancy, and I like vibrant. I believe his staff is red. Much like his, that will make sense. His waistband / belt, I guess. And what about the holder? Was the holder red as well? We'll say it is for today. And that is Goku. Little touch-ups. But I could do this all day. Just noodling and noodling. I'd also tighten up the pencils, but this is just for funsies, right? It's just for funsies. And that is Goku. Young Goku. Command D to deselect it. There you go. I like the drawing. It needs to be cleaned up, but yeah. Yeah, I know. So to the 10 subscribers, thank you. This is how I keep track of milestones with Goku power levels. Well, that was fun. So let's look at the schedule. Okay, so today being the 11th, tomorrow is the 12th, and we start a week of intermediate training, which is just a buildup of what we did in that basic week, where we do shapes, heads and hands, mannequins, anatomy, and sculpture, and gesture. Gesture is always fine. But it should be a good week. A good week. And next weekend's freestyle is Cyberpunk, where I think I might do Battle Angel Alita, which is called what? Gundam? I forget what she was called in Japan. But it wasn't. Anyways, that's another subject. So I hope you had fun drawing, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.